Blue. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a get to know me tag. I have got 60 questions that I'm going to fly through just so you guys can get to know me a little better. When were you born? I was born April 14th, 1994. What is your full name? Jessica Louise Callahan. Where are you from, and are you proud to be from there? I am from a little town in Suffolk. It's known as the most easterly point of Britain, and yes, I am proud to be from here. Ed Sheeran is from Suffolk. Are you interested in any sports? Yes, I used to be an artistic roller skater. I done that for many years. I went about 3 to 4 times a week, so it was a massive part of my life. And so yeah, that is a sport that I'm really interested in. Are you an animal person? Yes, I have 2 little boys, a cat and a dog. What is your favourite drink? So my favourite drink has to be ice cold water, but if I have to pick a different one, I'm going to go with either Dr. Pepper or Diet Pepsi, purely because I'm drinking Diet Pepsi now. What is your favourite food? My favourite food probably has to be my chicken and balsamic pasta that I cook. What is a fear of yours? It's silly, but it's zombies. Where would you like to go abroad? So my 2 top destinations I would have to say is Bora Bora, because oh my god, it just looks so gorgeous there, and also America. There's quite a few places I would like to go to in America, so I'm just going to say America as like a whole rounded place. Describe yourself in 3 words. Loyal, trustworthy, and goofy. Romance film, comedy, or horror? Definitely horror. Who is your favourite YouTuber? I don't have a specific favourite. I have a top 3, and that is Loey Lane. I love her stuff. Hayley Reese, I love her stuff too. And This Is How We Bingham. Are you an only child? No, I have an older brother called Luke. Who's the last person that messaged you? The last person that messaged me was my friend Alicia. We are going out for a meal tonight. Which of your parents are you most like? I am equally both my parents' daughter. I've got my mum's brains and I've got my dad's goofiness. What is your eye colour? Blue. What's the last song you listened to? It's Me by Bruno Mars and Cardi B. What is your favourite quote? Don't judge a book by its cover, because you never should. Are you a good cook? Yes, I am a good cook. Do you have a favourite fruit or veg? I'm not going to go into it on this video, but I have got a bit of a phobia of fruit and vegetables. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? I have seen a lot of weird stuff, but probably one of the weirdest things is on my way home, I have seen a ghost deer running across the road, and it was see-through. So that's probably the weirdest thing I've seen. Do you remember your dreams? Yes. Do you have tattoos? Yes, I have 13 in total. Do you have a best friend? Yes, I do. I have quite a few, but Jonathan is my soul. What scares you about aging? Losing my parents. What shop would you spend the most in? I actually touched on this in my last video. It's not my favourite shop, but the shop that I would probably spend a lot of money in and the most money in would be Superdrug. Do you prefer motorbikes or cars? Both. I've been brought up around cars and bikes. What's the strangest occurrence you haven't shared? All of the weird stuff that used to happen at Jonathan's old house. What is your favourite number? 6. How long does it take you to get ready? If I don't hear my alarms and my dad wakes me up and I have to leave the house in 15 minutes, I can get ready in 15 minutes and it looks perfectly fine. So 15 minutes at a push. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Appearance wise, I would change my thighs, because when it gets hot outside and I go on holiday, if I want to wear shorts, it's a bit tricky, because when I get chub rub, it kills. Got to love the chub rub. And personality wise, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that sort of makes me a little bit vulnerable sometimes. Do you prefer seaside or country? Seaside, definitely. One guilty pleasure you can't give up? Cheese. One item you can't leave home without. Probably has to be my phone. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Definitely I'm a night owl, a lot more than a morning person, but if I wake up and I know I'm going to get up early and be productive, then I can be quite a morning person as well. When was the first time you put on makeup? I can't remember when it was. All I remember is that I was young and I got one of those little kiddie makeup things, and all I remember is I was really allergic to it. What was the last movie you saw at the cinema? Mamma Mia 2 with my mum, auntie, grandma and cousin. Do you have a good memory? Yes, I do. A strangely good memory, which my mum is a bit shocked at sometimes. Have you ever been to a concert? No, I haven't, but I'm going to my first ever one in August. If you want children, would you rather a girl or a boy? I'm going to say definitely a girl because my family is extremely male based, and then a little boy. How many jobs have you had and what were they? So my first job, I worked at my mum's cousin's hairdressers just as a little assistant. My second job, I worked at Tesco's and I was a shelf stacker. My third job, I worked at a Rookery Golf Park. I worked in the kitchen as a kitchen assistant and then I helped with the events as well. My fourth one, I worked at Warner Leisure Hotels. I worked in the kitchen for a year and then I moved to the bar and started to learn all cocktail stuff. And then my fifth one, I'm not going to tell you where I work, but my fifth one, I am now a mixologist there and I'm also a bar supervisor. What's been the hardest thing to learn? This is a good thing as well, but it's been quite tricky and I'm still learning that not everyone is like me. So like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve and I'm a very kind-hearted person, and there's people out there that aren't and that are very ruthless, and that's been one thing that I've had to learn and that's been quite tricky. What is something that scares you but you wouldn't try it? I wouldn't say that I wouldn't try it, but the thing that scares me that my parents are actually doing this year is they're going paragliding in Turkey, and I would love to do it, but I'm too petrified to go up the mountain because you're on this side of the mountain and you can see off of it, and that freaks me out. How well are you at driving on a scale of 1 to 10? Obviously I want to say 10. Obviously I'm not that great. I'd probably say about a 6 or 7. What is one thing that you know now that you wish you knew as a kid? Whatever happens, you'll get over it. That is probably the biggest thing. Is your dad bald? What sort of question is that? How are you like your dad? I'm very goofy, like my dad. He will be the type of person to walk around the supermarket, shuffling his feet and doing stupid little dance moves to try and embarrass you, and I'm the exact same. How are you like your mum? I'm quite intelligent like my mum. She's got a very good head on her shoulders and she's very grounded, and I think I get that from her. When did you immediately click with someone? Going back to Jonathan, it was my last job. I was working behind the bar and he come behind, he was brand new, and he come up to me and he went to put his hand out to shake it, and I said, sorry, I don't do handshakes, I do hugs. And that was it. We have been best friends ever since. What type of music do you like? I like all types of music. If you won the lottery, what would you do with it? I would take my dad over to America to buy him a custom-made Harley because he loves his bikes. I would also take my mum on an all-expenses-paid holiday. Do you see the glass as half empty or half full? Definitely half full. iOS or Android? It has to be Android. Which season do you prefer? Tricky one. I love winter when it snows. I think it's so pretty. Do love the summer as well. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Obviously, because I'm British, I'm going to say I would love to have an American accent, even if it's just for a week. I think it'd be really, really cool. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Are you close to your family? Yes, we are very close. What is a guilty TV show that you watch every day? Real Housewives of Orange County. I love it. If you could bring someone back to talk to, who would it be? So this wouldn't necessarily be for myself. This would be, I would bring up back my granddad for my mum so she could talk with him because I know she misses him a lot. And I would also bring back my nanny for my dad. And last question, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. Ghosts, spirits, all of that jazz, I do believe in them. So guys, that is the end of my get to know me tag. If you do have any other questions that you'd like to ask me that I haven't answered already, leave comments down below. I will get back to you, or I will do another video depending on how many I get. hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I am on 7 subscribers at the moment and I hate odd numbers. That's not really important, but I just don't like odd numbers and I'm stuck on 7. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and from me, I will talk to you soon.